When I was younger, I spent countless hours immersed in books, often stories too dark and twisted for my age. It was easy for my family to dismiss my eerie experiences as the products of an overactive imagination. But the things I witnessed, the things I felt, were not born from fiction. They happened in that house, the one with creaky floors, shadowy walls, and a cotton willow that I believed watched over me like some ancient guardian. It wasn't just any house. It was vast, old, and full of corners that seemed to whisper secrets. There was an office at the foot of the stairs, an office we never used, yet it always felt watched. Upstairs, my bedroom had 2 long closets, and the second bedroom down the hall was no better. The whole place seemed to have an energy of its own, a presence that never let me forget I was not alone. One night, I had to use the bathroom, but the upstairs bathroom was out of reach, so I crept down those rickety stairs and into the dimly lit office. I had always felt something there, a presence lingering in the dusty corners, but that night, it was different. As I passed the far end of the room, I heard a whisper. Not just one voice, but many. Male, female, both at once. When I turned, I saw them. 3 shadowy figures, their forms not quite human, but not entirely anything. They stood there, staring back at me, as if they were just as surprised to see me as I was to see them. Time slowed. We all processed each other's presence in silence, and then the whispers turned into sharp shrieks. They lunged. I bolted for the bathroom and locked myself in. The sound of the shrieks echoed in my ears, but the light in the bathroom felt like my only safe haven. I didn't dare come out until the sun touched the sky. When I woke the next morning, I found myself lying on the cold bathroom tiles, alone. Not long after the office, I had another terrifying encounter. One night, I was woken by a scream, a woman's scream. I was used to the sounds of the wild in rural Manitoba, but this was something different, something unnatural. When I tried to investigate, a cold chill washed over me, and I felt it. Something was watching me from the shadows. As I reached the window to peer outside, I heard the knock. It was as if someone, or something, was knocking from inside the closets, 1 knock each from both sides, at the same time. My heart raced. I dashed into my brother's room, too frightened to stay alone any longer. The feeling of safety only returned once I was under his covers. But the worst came next. As I lay in bed, I felt it, a cold, bony finger poking at the underside of my mattress. 3 times. I couldn't move. I didn't dare. I ran to my brother's room and hid there, too terrified to sleep until morning. Some nights, the horror followed me outside. One evening, my cousin and I ventured near a dugout in the north yard. We heard a loud splash, something too heavy to be a duck or any other creature. We returned to the house, and I grabbed a scythe for protection, thinking it might keep whatever was out there at bay. As we explored the granaries, a strange noise distracted us. I left my cousin behind, telling him to stay put while I checked the source. When I turned around, he was running out of the granary, his eyes wide with terror. "Run," he said, barely able to speak. What had he seen? A pale, bony hand reaching from the darkness. The next day, we returned to find my scythe, but it was gone. No trace of it. No footprints, no sign of where it had gone. It vanished, just like the things that haunted that house, and I never did find it again. To this day, I wonder what those things were. what they wanted. All I know is that they were real. They were there. And sometimes I think they still are, watching, waiting for something. Thank you for listening. Keep your eyes open. Some things are better left undiscovered.